The real estate market is shifting. Interest rates, property values, and legal complexities. It's a new landscape for fiduciaries managing real estate. Over the past several months, I've been getting the same urgent questions again and again from trustees, conservators, and estate administrators across the Bay Area. In this video, I'm breaking down the top 3 fiduciary real estate questions professionals are asking in the changing market and the guidance you need to move forward with confidence. If we haven't met, hi, I'm Andrew Vries. I help professional and family fiduciaries sell probate and trust real estate in the San Francisco Bay Area with less stress, less liability, and for more money. I've closed over 900 of these transactions, and with this channel, I'm here to help you avoid costly mistakes. So let's dive in. This is the question right now that we hear the most. Is this the right time to sell, or should we wait? And it's a fair question. We're in a dynamic real estate market here in the Bay Area, and this year has brought its share of mixed signals. Interest rate shifts, national and regional economic headlines, and pockets of buyer hesitancy. But for fiduciaries, this timing question isn't just about the market. It's about 3 other interrelated things: legal requirements and deadlines, beneficiary needs and/or family pressure, and ultimately the lack of a crystal ball and the need for smart strategy that makes financial sense no matter what. So let's break it down. First, market conditions. Interest rates have come down slightly from their 2024 highs, and in many Bay Area neighborhoods, we're seeing strong buyer activity for well-prepared homes. Inventory remains low by historical standards, and that means trust and probate properties that are clean, accessible, and priced right are still commanding attention, especially from end users who are tired of bidding wars. And of course, we and anyone involved in real estate do not have a crystal ball. And timing the real estate market is like trying to time the stock market. But unlike the stock market, your decision does not have the next key point involved, which is fiduciary timing pressure. If you're managing an estate and trust, the question usually isn't, should we wait 6 months? It's, how do we get this done in a way that aligns with the financial needs for the beneficiary? For instance, what if they are still alive and need funds to live? Or what if there are heirs wanting their money now? And what about costly ongoing maintenance costs, particularly if there are little or no maintenance funds available? Third are the legal requirements, such as the need for court confirmation or 45-day notices of proposed actions to beneficiaries in trusts can have significant implications on sales in estates, trusts, and conservatorships. We work with attorneys to make sure your legal path is clear, as is the timeline for these paths, which are frequently independent of heir desires or market considerations. And we help you avoid common mistakes that slow down the process unnecessarily and can get you into legal jeopardy. The fourth consideration is emotional clarity around money. Families often assume that waiting means more money. But in probate and trust sales, delays can mean increased holding costs, the risk of vandalism or vacancy, and missed windows of buyer urgency. Therefore, in most cases, our advice is, if the property is ready and the authority is in place, move strategically now, not later. The key is to position the property correctly from the start with a plan that serves your fiduciary duty and protects the estate's value. Another interrelated question I've been receiving lately is, in a changing market, how do I protect myself if property values drop or fluctuate mid-sale? Because as a fiduciary, you're not just selling a home, apartment, or commercial property, you're acting on behalf of an estate. And that means everything must be documented, defendable, and compliant with California probate and trust law. Here's what we recommend to protect yourself. Number 1, start with a strong disclosure file. Even in fluctuating markets, family members and buyers respond best to transparency. We help you build a full disclosure packet that includes the legal authority under which you're selling, known conditional issues with the property, a record of any updates, inspections, or improvements done to the property, and most importantly, it creates a clear paper trail that reflects your role and diligence. This shows the court, the heirs, and even the buyers that you've acted responsibly. And that matters if values shift or someone challenges the sale later. Number 2, document your pricing strategy clearly. When the market is softening or unstable, it's critical to show why you priced the way you did. We provide you with a comprehensive comparative market analysis along with a record of offers and all buyer feedback received. This protects you if someone asks later, "Why did you accept this price?" Number 3, build flexibility into your sales strategy. We structure our listings with tools like responsive pricing plans based on buyer activity and market feedback, and when necessary, with strategic price adjustments suggestions foreshadowed upfront and executed with clear documentation behind the reasons for them. Also, we recommend targeted improvements that add measurable value without overcommitting the estate. Also, short contingency periods when sellers get a buyer into contract so that properties don't get tied up for long times with a single buyer. That way, if the market shifts during your listing period, you have room to pivot without breaching your fiduciary duty or exposing yourself to risk. The bottom line is, you don't have to guess. We give you a paper trail, a pricing plan, and a defensible strategy, so if the market moves, you're covered. One of the hardest parts of managing a trust or estate sale isn't the property itself, it's the family dynamics around it. That said, one of the questions I'm getting frequently is, what if family members or heirs don't agree on the pricing strategy? You may be legally empowered to make decisions, but if heirs or beneficiaries don't agree with your pricing or sales strategy, things can escalate quickly. And if you're not prepared, it can turn into conflict, delay, or even legal exposure. So here's how we protect our fiduciary clients from that outcome. Number 1, we establish a clear, documented process from day one. That includes a detailed valuation analysis for sale, a pricing memo or email summary of all our real-time market data, a written summary of our listing and marketing plan, and yes, even marketing updates and offer summaries that you can forward directly to your beneficiaries if you desire. This allows you to say, here's what the experts are recommending, here's how I'm documenting my duty of care. Number 2, we give you communication tools that keep things professional. We provide detailed letters and email templates for neutral, facts-based updates to heirs, sample Q&A responses for common objections, and even suggested language for attorneys to include in advisory letters or notices. That way, you don't have to be the messenger. You can simply forward what we've already prepared if you feel comfortable. Number 3, we help you stay mediation ready at every step. Because if there's ever a dispute, it's not just what you did, it's how you documented it. Our process is built to show you that you sought qualified advice, you acted based on market conditions, you kept heirs informed, and you made decisions in line with your fiduciary responsibility. In other words, you didn't guess, you followed a process. And in most cases, that diffuses conflict before it begins. Your job is hard enough. Our job is to help you lead with confidence and keep the estate on track, even when not everyone agrees. If you're a fiduciary facing real estate decisions, these are the issues you need to be thinking about, and you do not have to figure it out alone. My team and I specialize in helping fiduciaries across the Bay Area handle every step of the sales process, from title issues and disclosures to full property preparation and sales strategy. If you want to walk through your situation or need help mapping out a plan, please visit probateagent.com or call me today.